Make sure the sound is good before we start. Oh, okay, so it is good. Okay. All right, so all eyes on the table. Good. Okay. All right, so I have piles 1, which is the Rider-Waite. Pile 2, the William Blake deck, which is in the middle. Pile 3 would be the Biblical Tarot. Okay. Hey, Oya. So yeah, we're gonna get started in a second here. So let's keep it cute. Let's keep it classy. Okay. No drama in the chat whatsoever. We're gonna make sure that this reading is drama free. Okay. Hey Bianca, how are you, sis? How are you? Okay, so the decks. Pile 1, your choice is the Rider-Waite Tarot. Pile 2, your option is the William Blake Tarot. Pile 3, your option is the Biblical Tarot. Okay. And then I'll be pulling a spread for each of the piles. Okay. So I'll give you guys a moment to choose pile 1, 2, 3 as your deck. Okay. I'm doing good, sis. Can't complain. Things are settled. For now, at least. Can't complain. Okay, so I'm just getting all the other cards out while you guys choose. Give a moment for people to come in as well if they need to come in. You be here the whole time? Okay. Yes, I'm glad you're doing well. All right. So, again, let's go over it again. Okay, there it goes. Can you guys hear now? Okay. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. I was like, it's always something. I'm sorry, y'all. All right. I'm not going to get frustrated. I just, I don't know. It's always some problems with that microphone. I just need to get rid of it. Okay. So I've started shuffling, but there was no sound. Um, so I apologize. So y'all probably didn't even hear my whole spiel. Um, so before I even started shuffling, I did have like a disclaimer. So I'm going to pull 10 cards for pile number one. We're just going to see the energy surrounding your situation. But as a disclaimer, like I was saying, I didn't even know that my sound was out. I had no idea. Nobody said anything in the chat until Bianca said something. Um, but I wanted to get this disclaimer that I'm not one of those readers, because some readers say that in their readings, like, oh, if you hear about someone you don't want to hear about, you could click off and you don't have to listen to it. No, I'm not one of those people. If I ask spirit, because sometimes we can set an intention for ask a specific question, or we're asking about a specific person, but spirit might make mention of someone that you did not ask about, or a subject matter that you didn't ask about, but something's coming out because you need to hear it, right? Spirit found whatever this was or whoever this was important enough to give you messages or guidance about it. It's not saying like, oh, you have to be back with somebody or necessarily forgive somebody or forgive them right now, but there's a message in it for you. So I'm never going to tell somebody to ignore a message that's coming through just because they don't want to hear it. That's silly, especially if they need to hear it. It wouldn't have came through if it wasn't so, right? So I'm not going to tell y'all that, because that's shady on any reader. In my opinion, that's shady for a reader to say, oh no, you don't have to hear that. No, I'm not going to be light and fluffy just because you don't want to hear something. If it's going to benefit you and help you and give you guidance that you need to know, or a heads up about something, or maybe you need to heal and forgive that person and release it so that it won't chase you and come to different messages to you or constant reminders for you. So I cannot guarantee that it's going to be the specific person you have on your heart and your mind. But if it's something you need to hear and you know that this is your story and it resonates, but it might be uncomfortable, don't ignore it. If it's something that you don't feel comfortable with, listening to yet, then you can come back later and listen to it. But I would never encourage you to ignore and avoid. Okay, that's not going to help you on your journey to avoid and ignore. That completely stops you from growing, right? So to keep it honest and keep it blunt and keep it 100 with you guys, I'm just going to read what I see. If it hits and it resonates in some part of you and maybe it triggers you, don't ignore it just because it doesn't sound like what you want to hear. But if you know deep down in your soul and your spirit, it's for you, take heed to the message, apply it as it resonates with you, sit with it, pray on it, meditate on it, okay? Otherwise, if it genuinely doesn't sound like anything that's your situation or was a situation of yours, doesn't sound like anything or anyone that you know of, then try another pile, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get into the reading. So, pile number one. I feel like this is a situation where there's a lot of hurt here. There is maybe two possible people that either there's a person from the past here, and there's also someone that you are interested in at the moment that's here, okay? And for some of you, if there's not two people that you are dealing with, or someone that you have just recently left alone and there's a new energy, someone could remind you of a past person. You have two kings here. For some of you, you're dealing with someone that, if it's a feminine energy, may have you and someone else in mind that they're trying to heal and clear from or let go of, potentially. Okay? Yeah, because there's a feminine here that is trying to let go of a past connection. Okay? Specifically for some of you, if this helps could be trying to release an earth sign and currently dealing or interested in an air sign masculine energy. Could also be an air sign feminine energy, Libra specifically, or maybe an earth sign Taurus feminine energy. Libra Taurus energy, yeah, potentially. Someone is trying to get over an ex for sure, or someone that they had a relationship with. Someone was a deceiver here with the moon, the three of swords. So it's very hard for you to trust this king of swords person, or if you are this king of swords specifically, definitely a Libra sun, masculine energy. It's hard for this feminine energy to trust this king of swords due to this king of pentacles. King of pentacles in reverse is a very selfish motherfucker. He's in reverse, how I'm seeing it from my angle. Selfish ass motherfucker. Someone that could have been all about their money versus love, put you kind of in this zone of feeling maybe this person did, take care of you financially, or this person was all about just thinking all they had to do was show up with the money, show up with, doing nice things for you, just kind of surface level shit to appease you. But at the end of all of this, it didn't mean much to you because they weren't giving anything of substance, anything of depth that you were looking for. I wouldn't be surprised that you decided to cut this person off and give this King of Swords energy a chance. They don't have to be an air sign, but for some of you specifically, that is going to be your confirmation. But this is somebody that is straight up and honest and blunt and tells you like it is. And I feel like you respect that from this person. Or if you are this King of Swords energy, you're very blunt, very honest. And this feminine energy respects that. Because I feel like they're very realistic. Okay, they're very, very realistic in nature and honest with themselves. So this King of Pentacles person, I feel like the reason why the Empress is not appeased by surface level things or material things is because they can already gather that for themselves. They already are well taken care of, and they know that they will be provided for and taken care of. They don't need somebody that's going to overindulge and splurge on them rather than, the love versus money. They rather have love versus that, or balance of both. Okay. Because I feel like this feminine energy does like nice things. They take care of themselves and all of that. But love, they're ruled by Venus. Okay, feminine energy, she's this Empress ruled by Venus, or just someone that is a lover by nature. So it's like, I'm cutting this off. I don't know where this path is going to lead me, but I'm going to give another chance to love. I'm going to open up. And if this King of Swords is not you, or you're not dealing with this King of Swords like energy, this is what you desire to experience and have. But it's very hard to trust with the Seven of Swords, given the past history of someone keeping you in the dark, maybe portraying to you that they're one way when they're really another way. Someone like, you could trust me, I'm your companion, I'm your friends, I'm your lover. But on the other side, it's like someone that you thought was like a wolf in sheep's clothing, pretty much. This person pretty much hurt you. You could have felt like this person did you over really good. Like you thought maybe for once this was going to be different. But you're in this place of the Fool, I feel, or this feminine energy. I'm reading and speaking about this feminine energy. You're in this placement of the Fool now, to where you're giving love a chance and you're optimistic about it. And I wouldn't doubt, like I was about to say, but I got sidetracked. This King of Pentacles in reverse is going to try to come back around, because they're going to sense competition. Matter of fact, I feel like there's going to be a lot of people trying to get at this Empress energy, because you're open, you're receptive to new energies, new beginnings. So that could be a mixture of exes, a mixture of new people, some good, some bad. But this King of Swords energy stands out, or they're going to stand out, simply because they are honest, unlike past connections or energies that you've dealt with. This person is blunt. They're honest. They tell you what it is. see. Who is this person? These energies I'm picking up on, Spirit. Who are these? And then I'm going to tap into how this person feels, what their truest intentions are in a second. Pile number 1. Thank you. Yep. What did I say? Taurus. Taurus energy. Somebody specifically has Taurus energy here. Okay. But if they're not a Taurus or have Taurus placements, this is someone that is dependable, they're patient, persistent, and stable, or this could be your energy as well. On the downside, on the shadow side of things, it could be a self-indulgent person, possessive or jealous. Could definitely be this guy right here. For sure, for sure. Short term. Yeah, this was a short-term connection. Look, this is live, y'all. Fucking live. It's live. Y'all see me shuffle right on camera. Y'all seen me. Taurus and Libra energy. Taurus and Libra. So if they're not a Libra or you're not a Libra or have Libra placements, this person's strength is social. They're a sociable person. They're very idealistic and diplomatic, or you are, or both of you could be. The downside or the shadow side is the indecisiveness, being gullible and resentful. Okay. This energy, I feel like, speaks about a past energy, and short term could be that you just met somebody, just met someone that you're interested in. Okay. So you guys, you or this person or any parties involved in this could be born anywhere between the year of 1940, 1952, 1964, 1976, 1988, the 2000, 2012, and 2024 is significant. I do feel some of you guys have just recently met someone, or you're going to meet someone significant that's going to capture your attention. And it's this King of Swords energy. Okay. You're going to like this person's vibe a lot. So I'm going to ask, how do I do this? Because it's like it's like a third energy here. So I'm trying to, I'm going to ask specifically this King of Pentacles energy. What's their intentions and how do they feel about pile number 1? Or the feminine, because I feel like it's a feminine energy. How does this King of Pentacles feel about the Empress? How does this King of Pentacles person in reverse feel about... I'm hoping you can help me with something small favor. All right, that's their intentions. Let's see how they feel. I'm going to get into it in a second. How does this person, King of Pentacles in reverse, feel about the Empress? Options. I do like you, and a lot of other people too. You know what? I call it like I see it, y'all. Y'all gotta give your sis some good credit, okay? Y'all gotta give sis some credit. Y'all may not like my delivery sometimes. Might be a little too blunt, a little too harsh, or seem insensitive. But no, I'll just be telling you what I see. Calling it like it is. Yeah, this person, they are potentially going to come back around, okay? Without a shadow of doubt, if this is for you, this King of Pentacles most likely is going to come back around. And they're going to try to get you by asking for a favor, asking for help. Why? Because they know that you're a nurturer. Okay, if you're this Empress energy, this feminine energy, you're a nurturer. You love to help people. You love to take care of everybody. And at the bottom of the deck was the Queen of Cups. So you definitely are a caregiver. You're loving, you're nurturing, you're patient. Okay. But this person, how they feel about you is like you're just another option. To be honest, this King of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody I feel like you already know is shady. Somebody that you're trying to get over. A past energy, a past person that you know was no good for you. Someone that was very superficial. All about, you know, the surface level. All about appearances, finances, money, how they look to people. You know, all about looks and things like just very superficial, okay? That's the person of the past. Now, I'm going to ask, how does this King of Swords feel about this Empress? And if you're asking about this Empress, I'm going to ask, how does she feel about you? Some of you guys could be one of these kings here, just saying. Intentions. King of Swords intentions. This could be someone you know already or someone that's coming in. What is this King of Swords intentions, Divine Spirit? What is this King of Swords intentions with the Empress? What is this King of Swords intentions with the Empress? What is this King of Swords energy intentions with the Empress? Gift. There's something I like you to have. Okay? This is a giver, someone that wants to give to you. How do they feel about you? Or how would this person potentially feel about you if this is a new person that will be coming in if you haven't met them yet? Because some of you guys are releasing this King of Pentacles energy. Okay, how does this person feel or how will they feel towards the Empress? How does this King of Swords feel towards the Empress or how will they feel towards the Empress if they haven't met her yet or them yet? Empress could be a male as well. So, and stop. Solitude. My alone time is precious to me and I honestly prefer my own company. So this person could be someone that's been single for a long time. And I feel like this person is in a place where they want to enjoy their solitude. This person is not giving emotionally to you yet. Or when you do meet, this person could tell you like their feelings right now is, I prefer my own company. I like to be alone. I'm not getting like this person is shunning you away or that they don't want to open up to you or give anything. I feel like you're meeting somebody that likes their peace. They don't play about their peace. So if anyone comes into their life, it's like, it better be good. It better be something worth my time. Somebody that is going to bring peace and joy and life into my life and not here to take away or add drama because I'm not about that life. I don't have time for that. That's the King of Swords energy. But this is someone that their intentions is to give to you. And why is that significant? Because you are a giver as the Empress. You are a giver as the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You are a giver. You deserve this. This is your good karma. At the bottom of that is the Justice card. I'm going to see what's at the top of the deck. Seven of Pentacles. You don't have time to waste in investing on things and people that do not reciprocate your energy anymore. That's done away with. It's done. Spirit may be encouraging you. If you have someone in mind that you're wondering, should you wait around on this person to get it together? Fuck no. 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 Especially if this King of Pentacles is that person. No. Or anybody that embodies that King of Pentacles in reverse energy. No. So if you're asking about the Empress, let's see, what is her intentions towards you and how does she feel about you? If you are this King of Swords energy, you don't have to be an air sign, just the description of what I gave. Someone that is about their peace. Their intentions is honesty. Okay, this Empress intentions, I will be truthful and transparent in all interactions, even when it may be difficult. What did I say? This person, the Empress, or if this is you, this is a very honest, clear person, very fair, just individual. I just said that earlier in the reading, y'all. I love how it resonates. Let's see. How does this person, this Empress, feel towards this King of Swords? How does this Empress feel about the King of Swords? Attracted. You're incredibly alluring to me. You're something different. If you're asking about this Empress, you're something different because this Empress is used to people kind of idealizing them, kind of maybe putting them on a pedestal as just someone that's pretty or just a handsome person. If it's a homosexual connection, this could be more of a feminine male that is very, very like beautiful, I hear. Beautiful features, smells really good, has really nice hair, pretty smile, and they kind of just get looked at as just an object. And if it's a woman, same thing. They get objectified a lot. And for someone to be blunt and honest and straightforward and just sees them as a human is very alluring and attractive to this Empress. And if you are that Empress, that's what this King of Pentacles, you know, you can confirm or deny that. That's what is attractive or what is going to be attractive about this King of Swords if you haven't met yet. So I'm going to pull two more from two more decks. I'm going to ask Spirit to give me more insight on what is the overall lesson or healing for pile number 1. Overall lesson or healing for pile number 1. Oof, dang, I'm trying to lose all my cards. The King, 7-7 King with Divine Masculine. If you've been seeing 77 or 7 sequences a lot, that is a sign that a divine masculine energy is near. And for some of you, as a divine masculine energy, that is very, very, very clear indication that this person, this Empress, is coming in. And this could be someone that you decide to be with for a very long time, if not married. The Empress is wife material, or if it's a male energy embodying the Empress, husband material. At the bottom of the deck, you also have another 77 with a healing abandonment. Heal, abandonment, time to forgive. Yeah, there was a reason why I said that disclaimer in the beginning. Some of y'all do need to heal from this King of Pentacles. You have to forgive that person so you can fully move on. But I feel like you guys are open. You're optimistic. You're open to love. You want it to happen for you. Okay. So let's see when's the next significant thing going to take place with this energy that is in question here. What's the potential timeline? My goodness, can't even get it out. Saturday, search for joy and stay agile, another 7. So 7 could be significant to you guys. And this energy or this connection could also be a sign of awareness or revelation or completion as well. Saturn energy can be quite intense, but I feel like you guys, if you're watching this before the weekend or happen to be watching it on a Saturday, take this time out for yourself to enjoy, because you could potentially meet somebody, or Saturday you could be asked out on a date, maybe by this specific person. Doesn't have to be this Saturday, could be a Saturday, but this energy doesn't feel that far out to me. Something with 7 could be relevant. 7 days, 7 months, 7 weeks, maybe even 7 hours. Who knows? But Saturday is significant. Okay. All right. So that was pile number 1. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 2 now. I appreciate you guys. If this reading genuinely resonated with you and you enjoy it, you want to watch it again or share it with somebody, go ahead and share it, like the video, subscribe over here. We keep it real over here, okay? All right. Rider Waite, that was your read. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile 2. Pile 2. Pile 2, if you guys are drawn to the William Blake Tarot, this is for you. This is my Getting Some Head deck. For those of you that know the inside joke, y'all, you know. You're welcome, sis. Yeah, if y'all know who the William Blake Tarot is, you guys seen me post this on my Instagram. All right. Just as a heads up, there's nudity on this deck, so I might have to cover up some of the nakedness, the bucket nakedness. Okay, so have your person on your heart and on your mind who you like to ask about, but as a disclaimer, I cannot guarantee that who you're asking about or what you're asking about is going to come through. Whatever your divine team, divine spirit finds more relevant at the time, or who's more relevant for you to pay attention to, because there might be a message for you. Like I told pile number 1 in disclaimer, I'm going to do it for pile number 3 as well, is that I'm not one of those readers that tell you just because you get a message that you don't want to hear, or you hear about an ex or somebody that you don't want to hear about, that it's not for you and you could just click off or choose another pile. I'm not going to tell you to do that. I don't feel like that's responsible. Just as a spiritual healer or someone that does spiritual work on myself, I would not encourage to ignore anything that comes through the cards. If it's coming through, it's coming out for a reason. So if spirit is reiterating something about an ex or a past situation or something that maybe you don't want to hear about, it's a message you need to hear for a reason. It's something that you need to hear, right? How you apply that message is up to you. If you feel like it's too triggering to handle right now, that is fine, but I do not advise you to completely ignore it and avoid it forever, because it's going to continue to stalk you and hunt you until you deal with it. That's how healing goes. And if spirit has a message, it's going to continue to find you, right? No matter who's the vessel. So I'm not going to tell you to do that, because that's not responsible as a messenger for me to tell you to ignore a message because you don't want to hear it. Okay? All right, so have the person on your heart, on your mind, and hopefully we'll be able to tap in. Holy Spirit, I ask for divine wisdom, divine truth for pile number 2. And the person whom they're asking about, how do they feel, and their truest intentions towards them. Collective of pile number 2. I ask for divine wisdom, divine guidance. Please give me clarity about their situation and the person whom they're asking about. Amen and Ashe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I pulled 10 cards. Science, 7 of Science, which is the 7 of Swords. There's some butt nakedness, 3 of Swords with the 3 of Science. Angel of Painting, which is the Page of Cups. 7 of Poetry, which is the 7 of Swords, or 7 of Pentacles, my bad, sorry. 7 of Pentacles. 4 of Swords, you have a lot of Swords energy. Just in this deck, 4 of Science. Child of Poetry, which is the Page of Pentacles. 2 of Painting, 2 of Cups. Child of Music, Knight of Wands. 4 of Painting, 4 of Cups. And Assessment with Justice. My goodness, some of the cards are switched, so I got to remember that. Bottom of the deck is the Hermit with Imagination. Top of the deck is Ace of Music with Passion, which is the Ace of Wands in this deck. All right, for those of you that chose this deck, you guys could definitely be artists, creatives. Okay, some of you guys could be into science. Some of you guys could be into poetry and music. A lot of air sign energy coming through with the 7 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords, and the Justice card being Libra. It's a lot of air energy. And also water. I see with the Angel of Painting, which would be the Page of Cups, 2 of Painting, 2 of Cups, 4 of Painting, 4 of Cups. So a lot of water and a lot of air energy here. So you or your person could be a water and air sign or have a balance of both energies. One of you, maybe. There's a little similarity here to pile number 1, slightly. Okay, so if you were drawn to pile number 1, there's maybe messages there for you as well, or this could be kind of picking up on more guidance. But I'm seeing, for some of you, you guys are getting signs and synchronicities through literature, through some sort of writing, through maybe, yeah, like something written, something text out, posted. It's like written things that you're getting guidance. Could even be lyrics to songs. Lyrics, if you're hearing songs, you're being guided to listen to go back and listen to the lyrics or look up the lyrics, because sometimes it's best to like read what you're like, if you hear a song, sometimes it's best to like to look up the letters. Then you also have Winter. Hold on. Shh. Tell him to be quiet, please. What? Tell him to be quiet. Shh. Okay. Sorry about that. It's my dad and my daughter. So I feel like you are a muse to this person as well, especially if this person is a creative. Okay. Your muse. This person finds you to be very attractive, very beautiful, but also there's something about your energy that provokes inspiration in them. Okay, whether they write, whether they draw, paint, whether it just motivates them to get shit done in life, you are a muse of some sort to this person. But definitely, I feel like creatively. Sometimes this person could trigger jealousy in you, and or you trigger jealousy in them. Some of you guys, this could be a situation where there's another lover involved, someone that they may have a child with, or you have a child with someone, and that could be a little of where the jealousy comes from, whether there is like romantic dealings with another person or it's a past person that maybe, you know, that they have in their life because of a child or something that you've heard or you've seen, or it could be the other way around. But there is jealousy connected to like a third energy, but I'm not really getting that it's active. So this could be an ex. This person, I feel like, is trying to get over past limitations in their life. This has nothing to do with you. I feel like whoever the masculine energy is have um, some type of heavy conscious about past situations, whether it's love or not. But you may be somebody that's like a messenger of inspiration for this person. Like I said, like a muse with a child of poetry. It's like you've ignited something in this person. One of you or both of you feels like this connection, like God's hand is in it. Like you see how this big figure is reaching out to this couple in the two of painting, which is the two of cups in this deck, and it's balance. Like you both could feel God's hand or divine source or the universe or whatever higher power is connected to this connection, or has their hand in this connection. Definitely also too with the Four of Cups. There's like this, I guess it's supposed to be like a god Zeus like figure here with these women. So this person might not tell you blatantly how they feel about you outright. I feel like this person is still kind of growing comfortable with expressing themselves again in love, and maybe even expressing themselves creatively. This person, like I said, could use your energy as an inspiration for their music, if they are a musician or a writer of some sort, an artist. You bring meaning to something. I feel like this person does typically look at their partners or, you know, love interests as some type of inspiration to their art. You are one of those people. This person is trying to find balance in their life. So this energy kind of gives me a crush vibe for some. I don't feel like you and this person are heavily involved. It could be like a big elephant in the room of two people that know that there's a connection, or they know that there's some type of chemistry or an attraction there or deeper feelings, but they're not being expressed. It's funny. Most creative people are kind of that way, like doing best with expressing themselves through their art rather than blatantly or boldly expressing themselves straightforward with other people. So I kind of feel that this person is kind of, I don't want to say they're shy, because I don't feel shyness. It more so feels like someone that just isn't that confident with self-expression, or it's like maybe due to the circumstances they feel like they can't be as bold as they would like to be with expressing their truth. And maybe you feel the same way. Let's get some more clarity about who this person is. mm. Wow. Hold on. Tiger. So this person could be the Chinese zodiac of the tiger, or you could be, I don't know, like the dates on this is crazy. So I don't know if anybody's at, you know, that of this age, born in 1938, but maybe 1950, 1962, 1974, 1986, 1998. Hopefully nobody's this young, but 2010, that's like my daughter's age. That's crazy. In 2022, these could be significant dates. Tell me more about this person in question for pile number 2. And then we'll get into how does this person feel. I'm going to pull from another deck on that. Their intentions and how do they feel. But the rabbit. So another year here. 1939, 1951, 63, 75, 87, 99, 2011. Hopefully not. Nobody's that young watching my reading. And 2023 could be significant as a year as well. This person's energy. I feel like this person is... Okay, karmic does not have to be a negative karmic energy, and this Virgo card keeps ending up at the bottom of the deck. Someone could be a Virgo. This doesn't have to be like a negative karmic energy, like where you go through painful exchanges and lessons and things like that with this person. But I do feel like there is, with that assessment card, which is the Justice card in this deck, it does make sense that whatever energies put towards or invested in based off of choices and decisions, it's like what's right and what's wrong for you. It's like you have to weigh those accordingly, and whatever energy you put towards, that's what you're going to get out. So it's like we have a conscience. We know better when something's right and when something's wrong, when something's good for us, when something's bad for us. We usually are able to discern that. So based off of our choices, we decide what we will invest our energy into, what's good for us or what's bad for us. And whatever we choose, we reap what we sow out of that, right? Good or bad. That's the karmic energy I'm picking up here. I don't know how that applies to your situation though. Aquarius energy is here. I did pick up a lot of air, so you or this person could have Aquarius energy or placements. There's a lot of imagination here, a lot of idealism here with this. So it makes me feel like you and this person don't really know that much about each other, or it's like a crush or something that you guys are not addressing here. Okay, you could be a Virgo, they could be Aquarius, or you could be an Aquarius, they could be a Virgo. Like I said, I also felt some water energy here too. It could just be like very dreamy energy, kind of unpredictable. All right, so let's see what this person's feelings and intentions are with you. Okay. Intentions. Pile number two's person in question. Pile number two's person in question. What is this person's truest intentions towards pile number two? Pile number two's person in question. What is this person's truest intentions with them? How does pile number two's person in question feel about them? How does pile number two's person in question feel about them, Divine Spirit? How does pile number two's person in question feel about them? Okay, two cards. All right. Career, ready, and doubts. Okay. So career, I'm concentrating on my career and focus on advancing no matter what it takes. So yeah, your person is a creative. Maybe that's literally their career, and you help them with this. You guys may work together. Potentially, you could be someone that motivates them blatantly, like encourages them, gives them advice, or gives them ideas, or just being around you. Like I said, I feel like they're inspired by your energy. You are a muse to them. They're very focused on this. But when it comes to love, it's like this person wants something to pop off between the two of you, but they have doubts as well. So their feelings towards you is that it has, what are we waiting for? Let's do this. And I recognize the potential between us, but I also harbor some uncertainties. Okay. So it's like this person and you feel this vibe. Like I said, I get that. You guys feel this vibe. But there's a getting back to center with self here, to where this person's not really ready to take a risk on love right now, even though they want to. Okay. It's like, I want to do this. Let's do it. But at the same time, yeah, I see the potential between us, but I still have some uncertainties. And uncertainties, I don't feel like are really about you. It seems like it's more so of like personal uncertainties that this person has. So let's see what is the message from your divine team. What is the overall energy? Maybe what is the lesson right now? What is the focus right now? Advice from Spirit. The Generator, staying grounded. Stay grounded. Yeah, I can see why. There's a lot of dreamy energy here. With the air and the water, it gives me a lot of imagination, a lot of fantasizing, a lot of trying to decode and discern. What does this mean? I feel like this, but you know, you don't want to get caught up and twisted in your head trying to discern and decipher and decode every little thing this person does and says. I feel like Spirit is encouraging you to ground yourself simply because you don't want to get swifted away. And if you find yourself kind of getting swayed into this energy, into fantasy, and if fantasy not really like creating a family in your head, then it's the fantasy of all these different scenarios of what did this person mean when they said this, or they brushed my shoulder, does this mean this, and then does that mean that? They posted this song, is this about me? Like, stay grounded. Okay, stay grounded. Be practical about it at the same time as well. Like, yes, I acknowledge these feelings. I feel like there's something going on, but until this person is honest, and if I feel confident or bold enough or led to enough to break the ice, then I'll do that. But until now, like, I need to ground myself in reality right now. Does that make sense? So let's see if there's anything of relevance or importance connected to the situation in the near coming future that you need to know about. And if so, like, what's the timeline potentially on that? Spirit, this energy. Because I don't even really want to ask about that, because I don't want y'all focusing too much on future tense shit and you're not present. You have Alpha and the Omega with you are free in the choice at the moment. Okay. Wednesday, make up a balance, but be entirely realistic. I can't make the shit up, y'all. Wednesday is ruled by Mercury. And Mercury is a planet of communication, technology, all that good stuff. And it's also one of the rulers of the zodiac sign, Gemini. Gemini has two splitted energy. So you can be in the physical, but also be in the spirit realm. You got to have that balance, though, with where you're at with this whole situation. You're free to choose what energy you dwell in, but Spirit is saying, remember to be in a place of balance and be realistic too at the same time. Like, yes, you're spiritual, but you also live in the physical realm. You cannot get too carried away with the spirit and with the imaginative realm and all of that. Until this person boldly or shows you, blatantly, or until you approach this blunt and blatantly, if you're guided to, do not get caught up in a fallacy with this person or a fantasy with them. Please do not do that to yourself. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 3. I hope that was helpful, y'all. Hope it resonates with you. Yeah, because some of you guys, maybe at some point, you will be guided to express yourself, whether this person approaches you first or you approach them. But I always tell people, if you feel led to approach a situation, do it for you, to get it off of your chest, to honor yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, not to get a reaction or to have some type of specific outcome. Like, yeah, that's cool, set intentions. But at the end of the day, don't do it solely because you want someone to do something for you, or to say yes, or if I do this, I want this person to be with me. I don't want to get rejected, because there's a possibility that you could get rejected, or something might not be what it seems, but at least now. You're clear. You can free yourself. Okay. So that was pile number 2. I hope that was helpful. So I'm going to move on to pile number 3 now. I hope you guys have been enjoying these readings so far. Okay, so, all right, if you guys were drawn to the Biblical Tarot, this is your reading. Okay, so this deck is one of them decks that I really, really fuck with. I really enjoy this deck a lot. So I'm going to pull a 10-card spread, and then I'm going to pull some more cards, and we'll tap into this person's feelings and intentions. So I just want to get an overview and overall feel of how this person you know, or this connection is going, with past energy, maybe present energy. As a disclaimer, just like I told pile 1 and pile 2, I am not a sugar-coated reader. If I tap into something maybe that is triggering, but deep down inside you know that it resonates with you, it is telling your story or a past situation, do not ignore the message completely. You're free to come back later when you're able to digest it, but I wouldn't suggest ignoring messages that are coming through, because we can ask spirit a specific question or about a specific topic or a person, and spirit may be like, you know what, this other thing that I want to tell you may be more important right now, or I'm bringing that X up for a reason. You're asking about this new dude or this new woman, but I have to bring up this because there's something that you're not seeing or you need to heal, right? And some readers will be like, oh, if you hear about someone you don't hear about, just click off. No, no. As a spiritual advisor, a messenger, or someone that does spiritual healing and work on myself, just spiritual homework, I would never encourage avoidance of any kind, because I know one thing that's for sure is no matter how many times we try to stuff and ignore and deny something that we need to deal with, it will follow us. It will stalk us until we do. Okay? So that's just a heads up. Have the person in heart and mind that you're asking about, their feelings and true intentions towards you. Collective of pile number 1. Holy Spirit, I ask for divine clarity and truth for pile number 1. The person that they have on their heart and on their mind, for how do they feel and what's their truest intentions towards them. Please give me divine clarity and truth in regards to it. Okay, 7 of Grains is 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Top of the deck is the 4 of Cups with 4 chalices. All right, so not long. Not long. 10 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Chariots, the Magician, 2 of Candles, which is the 2 of Wands, the High Priestess, the Page of Wands, and the 3 of Wands, or 3 of Pentacles. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. My dad and my daughter, they're gonna go get lunch. So interesting, because I love this deck because the biblical characters tell me more of a story too, on top of the tarot meanings and on top of my intuition. So I love to put all of that into one. I feel like a excitement from somebody here, like someone feels a pull, a divine pull, feels certain or feels pretty certain, pretty confident about this connection, feels like there's a purpose to all of this. Or maybe this started off very promising, but I feel like someone feels called to this, like no matter what has happened, because there's challenges here. Feels like a lot of spiritual, like, challenges. Like maybe from the genesis of the birth of this connection, seems like tests after tests. his leader was Jesus. He didn't feel like he was, you know. So I feel this energy of like this person kind of putting themselves in this, kind of beating themselves up because they don't feel sometimes that they're worthy of you. And that's part of the spiritual battle that they have to work through this. Okay. Whoever has this masculine energy, this person gets tested a lot. Got the 9 of Wands here. With the story of Job in the Bible, the story of Job, he was a very prestigious guy. He lost almost all of his children to you know, they're unalived. His status, everything, to the point where it was like, at this point, you should just not have no faith in a God at all, or your God. And Satan came to tempt him and be like, so, you know, basically hoping that he would curse God, and he wouldn't do it. So this person gets tested a lot. This person could have lost some things. Because one thing I know, if it's not sent by God or divine, if it's not a divinely gifted thing, it's never going to come easy. And there's always going to be some type of challenge to get to that blessing that God, source, your divine team has given to you. There's always going to be a warfare behind it. It's always going to be haters, something trying to test you, cause you to doubt yourself, whether it's imposter syndrome, whether it's insecurity, whatever. So this person, like I said, there's something about this connection I feel like that is significant, divine. It's a divine purpose. I'm not saying, and I'm also not saying that this isn't a connection that is divinely meant to be, meaning like you're one. Because I'm not getting spirit saying that it is or it isn't. I'm just getting like, this is something divine though. So yeah, and then you have the Chariot card with the Pharaoh's pursuit. So the story of Moses when he got his people out of Egypt, like dipped out and dodged, and Pharaoh kicked them out because he was like, I'm tired of y'all. Take your people. You causing too much drama up in my place. Like, you got to go, okay? My land is in shambles because of you. Take your shit and go. And later on, he was like, you know what? Fuck that. Let's go get these, let's get these people. Because we changed our mind. We ain't about to let them just leave that easy. No, I changed my mind. And him and his people got swept up. So him and his warmen got swept up in the ocean when they parted the Red Sea. When Moses parted the Red Sea and all that. You know the story of that. But just the fact that this person does get, I'm telling you, they get attacked. There could be a literal specific person in their life that kind of makes it hard for them to progress in life, not just because of this connection, but anytime something good happens for this masculine energy, there's something that pursues. If it's not a person, then it's like something that they just cannot move past. It could be family, because the Chariot is ruled by Cancer, and Cancer is ruled by the 4th house, which is home and family and all of that. Familiar connections and whatnot. So it could be family, could be sometimes people's enemies sometimes. It's sad but true. Home, their hometown. Maybe every time they try to leave, they get pulled back into an environment that they're trying to get out of. Okay, that's what I get from this masculine energy. And then you have Moses with the Magician. Interesting. It's like depicting him parting the Red Sea as his brother Pharaoh pursues him in his Hebrew, his Hebrews. Well, he's a Hebrew himself, but you know what I'm trying to say. He's trying, like, I get this. This is what I'm getting. Whoever's this masculine energy is very powerful. They could do anything they set their mind to. This person may even have like a greater calling or something like that, to where, because their energy is influential, even if it's like a small number of people that are influenced by them, like their homies or their co-workers or kids in their family or their siblings or whatever, always follows a leader. They were always that leader type. They have something bigger and greater. Maybe this person kind of lived a life that wasn't good in the past and people followed the lead. Now that they want to change their life, the devil, if you want to call it that, Satan, or just the enemy, or anybody that walks in lower vibrational energy, is pursuing this person because they're not walking in that allegiance anymore. And whatever it is that this person is purpose in doing, they might decide like, hey, this is what I want to do with my life. I want to do X, Y, and Z. And now that they're trying to do that, these energies just pursue this person. You could have been something very promising for this person. You could be a feminine energy, or whoever the feminine energy is a businesswoman, got their shit together, runs their own shit. Maybe you grow your own food, herbs or something, or you work with that, or you're just someone that takes care of yourself. If you're a feminine energy, or flip it if you're asking about a feminine energy. There is an inspiration of some sort to get their life back in order. This person has a choice and a decision, or they've made their choice and decision with the Two of Candles, Two of Wands. Prophet Elijah spoke to the people and asked them, they said, he told them, like, either you gonna serve your God or you gonna serve this pagan, it was Belial, I think, is a, if I'm not mistaken, a cow or a bull. I don't remember. I can't remember what it was. But you either gonna serve this golden calf or whatever the fuck it was, or you're going to serve your God. So it's like this person has a choice of what they're serving, if it's a higher spiritual purpose or is it some superficial surface level shit. But I feel like your person has made their choice. If you are that masculine, then you've made your choice, right? There's so many references to the story of Moses, at least three, because you have the Pharaoh, Moses here, and Moses' sister praising God, and this is when they made it across the Red Sea. They made it over. They got out and dodged safely. So there's going to be some type of rejoicing of this connection. I feel like Spirit may be telling somebody to be grateful and show gratitude now for this connection, because it is going to come together if it's meant to be. Because I feel like this connection, if it's not the one, then it's someone that you are connected to for a reason, or something blessed is supposed to come from this connection. And then you have the High Priestess with Mary Magdalene. Some of you guys are high priestesses. You are spiritual practitioners. You have gifts. You help people. You're wise counsels. You're wise counsels. You give knowledge. You help people. You could be a tarot reader as well, or just like a prophet yourself, because there's a couple of prophets here I see as well. Yeah, because I think people misconstrue like what a tarot reader like is, because they watch too many movies and all this commercial shit, these TikTok readers and shit. It's not about telling your future per se. It's not about all this bubblegum shit you think it's about. To be a priest or a high priestess is to be a person that gives knowledge and wisdom and gives advice. Advisors. That's what a tarot reader is or spiritual advisor is. They give you advice and guidance to help you. They're not just giving you what you want to hear and telling you this is what's going to happen, and you sit on your ass and you wait for it to happen, or just to be told what you want to hear. That's not realistic. You're shitting on spirituality when you do that. Like, it's not this bubblegum shit. Oh, type 1111 and this will happen for you. Like, that's bullshit. That stuff, I can't stand that shit. I hate that good things turn into like corny shit. Like the TikTok, not every TikTok reader, because I don't want to disrespect those that are real, but it's too much of an abundance of fake shit online with readings and stuff. It's corny as fuck. I hate it. What it's turned into. The commercial, feeding off of people's energy and like, oh, this person with the letter L loves you, and if you type 555, they'll text you back. Like, that shit is witchcraft, like in the worst form. I can't stand that shit. I cannot. Okay, Virgo flew out of the deck. So one of you or both of you could have Virgo placements, a lot of Earth or Mercury in your chart. Whoa. What did I say? This is a significant connection. It is. You have soulmate. So if it's not someone that is your one, this is one of your soul tribe members that, yeah, you might have love and they have love for you or be in love with each other. But yeah, this is a purposeful connection of some sort, a divine purposeful connection. It is. So the Three of Grains, which is the Three of Pentacles, is talking about the building of Solomon's temple. Something monumental that you and this person are going to build together. Could be literally like some type of practice of building a company, maybe even, or you guys will go in business along with other people. Like you guys are going to be a part of something together, something that's building or a community, something that's going to serve other people, help and benefit others. Okay. You also have the Chinese zodiac, the dog. So significant dates could be anywhere. I don't know. I'm just going to call these out. 1946 to 58, 70, 82, 94, 06, 2018, and then 2030 could be maybe a potential future date energy that is significant. So take it as it resonates. So let's tap into how this person feels about you. What's their intentions? Okay, let's get some intentions. Persons, pile number three's person. What's their truest intentions for pile number three? Holy Spirit, what is pile number three's person's intentions with them? Pile number three's person in question. This energy. And this energy, pile number three. It's their person's intention. This person we're tapping into. What is their intention? Okay, check in. And then you have support at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to pull that because I feel like that kind of relates to the check-in card. I'm going to read it in a second. How does the person that we're tapping into feel about pile number one? The person that we're tapping into in this reading and been tapping into. Thank you. Okay. 2 cards flew out as well. So this person could be taken right now. And it makes sense. Only apply this if you know this is to be true in fact. This person definitely could be in a situation with somebody that they're trying to remove themselves from, and you know this. I'm not encouraging people to wait around for married men or women or people even in relationships. But this person could literally be in a relationship right now. And I feel like if it's a situation that is toxic for them, that is that thing that they're having a hard time leaving. I'm not making excuses for anybody. I'm calling the energy as I see it. This person definitely, I feel like, is trying to leave a situation, family dynamic, friends maybe, or some friends. It could be environment, hometown, current city, wherever they are, living situation, trying to leave it. Something with the 4th house. Their community, their environment, their circle, their family, their friends, their loved ones. That's what this could be connected to. Okay. And if they're not with someone, then don't apply that. But that's for whoever it's resonating with. I often wonder if you feel the same way. So this person wonders, do you see them in the same light? Do you feel this connection too? So this is someone that maybe you know in a platonic sense. Maybe you two are not in a relationship or not dating, obviously, some of you. So you have their intentions as being to check in. I want to catch up and make sure everything is going well. And their supports. I'm here to support and elevate you. What did I say? I feel, if anything, this person is here to help you and you're here to help them. Maybe you have been doing that, but there's something connected to this person and you that it is like a divine connect to for a bigger, greater cause. Whether you guys end up together or not, it still stands as that, I feel. Okay. I'm going to pull 2 more oracle cards and that will call this message a day. Alright, I'm going to ask Spirit. I'm messing up all my cards. They was all nice and pretty. I'm going to mess them up. Alright. Okay, so let's see if there's any advice, guidance, maybe an overall lesson at this time or something to think about, food for thought from Divine Source Spirit. For pile number 3, Spirit, give me divine wisdom, divine guidance for them. Thank you. Masculine twin. I know y'all get geeked up over the twin flame shit and whatnot. Some of you. This is a twin flame deck, but it's very, I love the groundedness of it. It's not like those corny, like, twin flame decks that's light and fluff. I'm trying to leave my wife. You know I love you. You know, them type of messages. The karmic is keeping me stuck, but I want to be with you. It's not one of those type of decks. I love the imagery as well. It's a dope deck, intuitive deck as well. So you have masculine twin with 5/5, releasing the lower self. What did I say, y'all? I can't make the shit up. Can't make it up, spirit. We can't. Like I said, the masculine energy is trying to move towards a greater purpose for themselves, greater cause, greater, better life for themselves by leaving the past. And it's always something trying to pursue them. But regardless, this person is not going to allow that to keep them stuck. This connection has kind of helped them in some way. This person feels pulled towards this connection towards you. They feel pulled towards to you as a person. You provoke something inside of them that is not really, I don't feel like it's really based off of sexual things. It feels like it's purposeful. You inspire this person. Moses had a lot of inspirational women around him. He had his sister, Miriam. He also had his wife. Can't remember her name. It starts with a Z. So feminine energy, I don't want to just make it exclusively just women, but feminine energy, that mother nurturer, that advisor, that oracle, that divine priestess, that goddess essence and energy, inspiration. And also the high priestess being Mary Magdalene was one of Jesus's most close allies and also alleged to be his wife and mother of his children. She was also a priestess of knowledge and wisdom. Okay, so I get that this person's inspired by you. If you are masculine, you're inspired by this feminine, and it's time to heal the lower masculine self. And I feel like that has been happening. That is what's currently going on right now, especially with the Hangman card. An extraction of old energies and old belief systems and patterns and dying to the old ways of self. I feel like that's what's happening right now. So let's see if there's anything significant based off of this current energy that may take place in the near coming future. And if so, what is the timeline or potential timeline of this energy, spirit, for pile number 3 in this connection? Taurus, create a structure. 2 weeks, 2 months. You guys might work together. Y'all, and then Taurus rules the second house. Finances, the money, the business, properties, investments. There's something with work connected to you guys, or maybe even creativity, because Taurus, we like beauty, we love art, we love food, we love travel, we love all that good shit. Business ventures, our money, make sure our money and investments is right and straight. I feel you and this person, something with business, especially with the 3 of Grains, 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. So Taurus energy could be significant. 2 weeks or 2 months could be significant. 3 weeks, 3 days. It will all work out soon. So something is going to come together for a greater cause. I would say, if I could give you any advice, it would be to kind of separate the personal and separate the romance a little bit as best as you can, and seek the higher purpose in this, or ask Spirit to give you, divine instructions or wisdom or better confirmation and clarification. Some of you guys already know this. You're high priestesses. If you are this Mary Magdalene energy, you already know what's up. It doesn't hurt to get confirmation or a little bit more clarity, a little bit more guidance and advice. But there's something greater that's meant to come of this. At the bottom of the deck, 7 of Pentacles with the parable of the sower. So Some of you guys, because not everybody takes heed to every every messenger's message. Even if it's for them, they'll hear it, get excited, get all geeked up, and then later on they'll go back to their old ways again and worrying and obsessing. Some people might not even understand it. Maybe it's not meant for them at this time. Some will take it and do well with it and multiply or do whatever, get alignment, whatever spirit's guiding them, instructing them to do. But there's something that's supposed to come of this connection, like something fruitful. It's not just for the both of you. Four Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Jonah's anger. So someone has to watch their ego here. Some of you guys, if this is your divine counterpart, this person may not be at the level where you think they should be, and you got to have compassion. Not saying that you put up with their, the stuff that isn't cool, isn't right, isn't helpful to them, nor to you, or unfair to you. But it is saying that not everybody's at the same level as you. And every day I have to sit with that, because I'd be thinking that people understand certain things when maybe they don't. And there's things that I don't know, and I wouldn't want anybody getting frustrated with me or just having a lack of compassion for me because I didn't know or I wasn't up to speed with certain things, right? So, like your loved ones, everybody has their own pace in their journey, their own time where they will awaken to certain things. But this person is aware of what they need to be aware of at this time and what they need to remove themselves from at this time. Okay, what they're working towards. It may not be to your liking. So, yeah, like I said, I feel like Spirit's saying to rejoice of what good things are to come. There's something beautiful that's going to come of this. It may not be this pipe dream that you have surrounding, oh, we're going to be together and it's going to be rainbows and sunshine. It could be that. It might not be that. It could be whatever it is, though. Without a shadow of a doubt, you guys are going to do some type of work together. I don't know. It could be literal business work, spiritual work, or all of the above, community work. Something you guys are going to do together. Alongside with other people, or other people are going to start to kind of like get involved, or you're going to get involved with the cause, or they're going to get involved with the cause, and you guys are going to be all involved in it. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So I'm getting, for those of you that this is meant for anyhow, if this genuinely resonates, go ahead and give it a like. I would greatly appreciate that. If this has really genuinely helped you and blessed you, or you feel like it may resonate or bless someone else, go ahead and share my videos. That helps a lot. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys would like to book your own personal readings with me, check out my website. If you have any questions about my services, don't be shy. Reach out, email me. I do my own personal How Do They Feel readings, where we go a little bit more in depth. Obviously, these are general readings on YouTube. So, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm sending much love to each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon or whenever you watch this. Y'all take care of yourselves. Be blessed. Be safe out here in these streets. And I'll catch you guys in the next reading.